Hello everyone and welcome back to another night of racing in EU3. We are gonna race around Hungary tonight. Hungary. Good track, high downforce, high speeds around the corners. It's gonna be great for qualifying. It's gonna be great for the race. It's dry in qualifying so far. I am waiting on Maddie. He's grabbing his dinner and then he will be ready to commentate with me. Don't have the standings because I forgot to send in the results last time, so apologies for that. So qualifying's underway now, as we can see the clock ticking down. You can see a Red Bull already getting ready. That is Cygate. Gonna go on board with him on his first outing, and that should be fine. Yeah, should be good. I will need to turn my volume down though. Had to turn it up earlier. So, should be good now. On board with Cygate. I can invite you, mate. That is Matty. I don't think I got you added now. Pretty sure I don't. No, I don't. Can invite you. That's gotta be Matty. Doing that. As we have a rep off. That's Cygate. Rep Panda out first now. Actually, it's not. It is the kick sauber of Andre. Winner last time out. Pretty sure it's the first time he's won this season. Could be wrong though. Could be wrong. I should be unmuted now as well. Yes, I am. On Discord. So apologies. Heading on to turn 1. You're braking at 80-90 meters. Brake on the curb. It's quite tricky. Hard braking. Gotta get the rotation. Then it's turn 2. It's almost a hairpin corner. Wanna keep the momentum up. Then it's ending your sector 1. Got a quick left-hander. Really difficult to stay within the bounds of the track there. Then it's a right-hander heading into a chicane. This chicane is quite tricky in qualifying because those curves are deadly. So have no braking borders for that. It's not using the curbs at all. But it looks decent for Andre's first outing. Heading through the final sector now. You gotta keep the tire temperatures under control. If you can't, the tire's not gonna give you the grip that you want. It's up to the line now. It's gonna be 16.6. I'm not sure how fast these guys are gonna go. Just due to not doing any practice myself. So 17.1 for Cygate. I would believe that we're gonna get into the 15s tonight. We have X427 on a lap. Dan and Aston. Then it's King Luke onto the front with a 16.3 for now. That's a good lap from him. So he is on to the front. And we have Dan now. He's on his flying lap. He's got tie up ahead. It's Kev with the 15.3, and that's a good lap. It's a 16.3 from X427. Kevin is setting the pace so far. We got Shane starting his first lap on a medium. I would assume that he's on a race trim. I don't know. Not sure about that one. We have Hoodie in tonight. Not sure if he was racing last time out. I don't think he was. Maybe not.
No, he wasn't. He's brand new. He's a new reserve. Don't worry, Hacko. Well done. I'm here. I'm just letting it cool down. Yeah, pretty much everybody's in, apart from Almanac, who I still can't invite. So I honestly don't know what he wants me to do. Again, it's still not there, Almanac, so I don't know. The same one. We had this problem last week. But yeah, I think to answer your question, considering you said you haven't done much practice, I think you're going to see possibly the guys maybe creep into the high 1 minute 14s. You may see a 1 minute 14.9, for example, potentially, but that's a strong banker lap from Kevin to start off with.
Yeah, and Ty is just put in 15.6, so he's going strong as well. Hoodie is on his first lap. He's going strong through the first sector. It's a purple sector 1 so far. He is without assist completely. One of the might be the only one in this tier. Not sure though.
Well, completely no assist. I know there's a couple with a few assists off, but yeah, I'm not too sure who's completely off. No assist whatsoever.
Well, we know he's cooked with the assist because he put in a pace test with assist on, that was good enough for U1. So just struggling a bit
So
with the no assist.
I was going to say, hopefully there's no potential sandbags. That don't need another lot of those. That'd be very much appreciated. But having said that, there's a few strong candidates in this tier anyway that's proven to be near the front for the majority of the season. I'm just having a look, but I can't see. Oh no, he's down the bottom. That's why I couldn't see him. I was just I'm not sure if Wizard is here, but he is here. Not set a time as of yet. For Lara, again, another one not set a time as yet, but there's a few guys that are quick over 1 lap pace. We've got ourselves like the King Luke. Ty was on pole last week as well. And Piney, well, put an EU1 pace test in. He's in EU3 at the moment, but yeah, he has the capability of doing so.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about putting the lap together and then being consistent in the race. I mean, most of these guys are decent over 1 lap, but they struggle with the consistency, and that's where you lose a race. But a decent lap from Piney on his first run, 15.7. No one being close to Kevin. He's in his own little 3/10 barrier. Hoodie's put in a 15.6 as well. 3/10 off Kevin. Exactly. Doug is on his first lap. He's heading through turn 1, 2. Hairpin corner, very difficult. You gotta stay tight there, and then you gotta get early on throttle. It's very difficult to get around to. You can easily lose the rear.
It can do. We're at a track here where we've got a contest of speed name for a corner.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
I don't think you're aware of these. Very old school viewers and members of the community. There was certain corners that particular drivers struggled with, and for this race there is a particular corner. I just got to remember what turn it is now.
You do that.
But it's called the Stumpchy Sling. Quite famously in a season a long time ago, 2 teammates crashed exactly the same corner with identical incidents as well. It's turn 11, the exit at turn 11. So as the sector 3 split's about to start, so on that outside corner, veering into the barrier on the inside, and it's kind of stuck with a few members for a long time. So yeah, if you refer to the Stumpchy Sling, you'll see it now as Ty's about to approach it. That's the corner we're talking about, or I'm referring to.
Yeah. I mean, I've had my fair few crashes around here as well. It is a difficult track, very technical.
It's set up here. It's interesting. I feel. Do you back yourself with slightly lower wings for sector 1, effectively, for the start-finish straight all the way up to turn 4, or do you go with basically maximal downforce and then have to defend down the straight, because there's really only one opportunity to overtake around here, and that will be turn 1 with the DRS. So I feel Taco tonight we could see a couple of impatient moves from drivers if they get stuck behind somebody.
I mean, definitely true. No surprise there. Especially in that sector 3. Oh,
bless you.
Thank you. Oh, I got something in my nose. But I mean, even in sector 3, some people might try and stick a nose up where it doesn't belong. Just because, I mean, it looks like the space is there, but you don't really have the tires in sector 3. And Ashton with a 16.1, he's actually on the pace tonight. Very happy.
Well, we said last week that he did pretty well over 1 lap. and in the race on a long track, he didn't get lapped either. And everyone's thinking, why? Are we taking the mick out of this person? Are we being horrible? No, this Ashton's generally probably an EU4 driver if EU4 existed. It doesn't, and so he's kind of been thrown a tier up, and he's thriving to the challenge, and it's good to see because he's picked up quite a few points scoring finishes this season, Hako.
Yeah, I mean he's picked up points when people have had mistakes, and he's just been there to pick up the pieces, and that's how you gain points, and that's how you a 59 by Falavi on his first run. Yeah, but I mean he's improved a lot this season. It's been good to see.
He's currently on 10 points. He's done well according to the last time the standings were updated. So that's after round 6. So after round 6, according to this, he had 10 points. His best position was 8th. Everybody that has competed this season has got a top 10 finish at some stage. There you go. That's a fact for you. Looking at all the standings as we speak.
Yep.
Quite a few of these guys have either competed in 5 or 6. Well, I say 5 or 6 at the time. 5 out of 6 or 6 out of 6 races, which is good to see. E3 has been pretty consistent considering the lack of reserves or the pool of drivers that it can dip into. So, big props to the guys and their commitment so far.
Yeah, I mean
it's not long to go.
You gotta applaud it because I mean, even when some people aren't in the fight anymore, they're still showing up every time to have fun, have some racing, and it's all about some fun. At the end of the day, you wanna win, but if you get a good battle, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we saw some good battles last time. Nathan and Ashton probably provide us with some of those towards the rear of the field at times. Oh, that looks overcast out there at the moment. That sun's definitely gone in. But yeah, we've seen really fierce fighting out the front. We've seen guys fight for the lower end of the points and also for positions outside the points. So it's been pretty good as a whole. There's not really one driver that's run away with it either.
No, I
season.
mean, Falawi is definitely at the top, but I mean he's always had someone behind him following. He's just been consistently up at the front every race. That's the thing.
Yeah, he's missed a couple of races, but then he's been closely followed by Wizard and Luke as well at times. There's probably been a bit of a gap down to where the likes of Kevin and X427 are, but on the whole, it's been pretty good. I mean, Kevin's up there as well if you combine his points properly.
Yeah,
I mean, he's had a name change, so yeah, it's been refreshing.
It's been a good season. I mean, EU3 last season was also good. EU3's been a good tier all along. With the
we saw
tier outings. Let's call it that.
Yeah, we saw EU4 last year. Lewis kind of, EU3 last year, where Lewis kind of got on a run and ran away from everybody. But after that, it was pretty fiercely contested. Hoodie's just gone into P2. Falawe has set my benchmark of a 14.9. That's good to see. That's where roughly I think these guys are going to be. It looks like Hako rain is imminent here. There's a lot of guys coming out quite earlier than usual, considering it's a short lap.
Yeah, I mean, it is getting really dark out there, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's gonna rain in just a second. And some people taking a risk by staying in.
Yeah, Nathan's just put himself ahead of Ashton into P11 with his first proper lap of the session. Andre is putting a large stamp on what he has to say in this session. 7 attempts up through the middle sector. Runs really tight out that last corner and puts it into P2, front row of the grid for the Kick Sauber driver after his points haul from last week.
Yep. He won last time, didn't he?
He
Great,
did win the last
great
time out.
race by him.
So that would probably be the last you see of him and Hoodie for the rest of the session.
Yep.
Everybody else is now starting to, quite a few of them, out on their out laps at the moment.
Yep, we got our former comms guy,
Yes.
Red Panda. He's out there trying to get it into the top 10. He did well last time out in Belgium. Was a bit unlucky in the race, but his qualifying was good. Almanak wants you to try again if you can.
I will, but again, I don't think it's there. It's strange. I don't know why I can't. Yeah, again, it's not popping up. Oh, this is just rubbish.
It's not that good. So through
It's
the
not
final
there.
corner he goes. This is gonna be his last lap of qualifying. It's gonna be a 15.9 from Panda, slotting into P11, just behind Cygate. Cygate's had a crash in Sector 2. Hoodie's gone to a 14.8. So Fulawi does have work to do. So does Kevin. Kevin's on his final lap. Or he had a bit of a wiggle on the exit there. That's not what you want to see.
Sorry, that's interesting. Hoodie's gone push lap, slow lap, push lap to get that time. He's on 3 lap old softs when he's done that.
Yep. And Kevin's 2/10 up in the first sector. It's a purple sector 1 for the Williams. He was first out there. He had the best time at that point by quite a bit. He's now heading into sector 2. Cygate crashed just around here. That curb can spin you out. Andre's retiring into the pits. He goes.
Fragnista currently improving as well. Quarter of a second up through the lap so far, round the last corner, and holds on to that quarter of a second. We'll see one Ferrari, and that will be Panda, who's completely slowed down.
Yep, Kevin up to the line now. He was 3/10 up. Is he gonna be pole for Kevin? No, it's not. It's gonna be 14.9. Not enough. It's gonna be for Lava. He's gonna be a contender as well. Is anyone else gonna contend for the front row?
He's eking this time. That was another 300s through the middle sector.
It's gonna be very, very tight. Two-spell finishes his lap. Dan is into the pits. It's Fulava around the final corner. He's gonna go up to the line now. It's gonna be DRS open, and across the line he goes. It's a 14.9, 1,000 ahead of Kevin.
It is very close. Ty has backed out of his lap and heading into the pits, and that concludes Hungarian Grand Prix qualifying.
Yep, I mean, what a close qualifying. Might not look that close to Hoodie, but like, I mean, it's under a 10th still, and 1,000 between P2 and P3 is incredible. But the Astons are lining up strong again. They've been really consistent this season.
Yes, a team full of experience. I'm not going to say old, because I don't want to offend them that bad, but a team full of experience, seasoned veterans here at Qantas Speed are both XR27 and the Wizard. So it's kind of what you expect. Consistency is key. Also, not picking up penalties, and Wizard is very good at doing that. So that concludes qualifying. We said Hoodie on pole. Kevin joins alongside him by 1,000 to Falawi, so it's going to be looks to be close between those 3 guys out front. Andre, a couple of attempts back in P4, continue on from his last week's performance. Aston Martin, all front, 3rd row. Ty, Luke, Piney, and Cygate round out the top 10. We have Panda, Nathan, Ashton, Fragnista, Dougie, Pepe, Shane, and Moncho.
I just want to pound out.
tyres.
I think Ashton may have his best starting position this season so far. P13. And the track evolved quite a bit, so I think he could have gone quicker if he hadn't retired. So he could maybe fight for the points tonight, hopefully. It looks dry so far. Hopefully it's not gonna rain. I do like some
Fingers
rain
crossed.
though.
Yes, we saw what it's done last week. EU2 had a very interesting race, to say the least.
Yeah, interesting race.
In more ways than one. But yeah, changeable conditions in EU2 last week made it very interesting. It went from dry to wet to possibly dry again, but the Inters held out towards the end. So
Yep.
fingers crossed.
We have 3, 4, and 5 lights on, and it is lights out, and away we go for the start. The Mercedes is going strong on the start, but is Falawe. He is gonna be quicker off the line than Kevin. Kevin has fallen back. It is 3 wide. Kevin on the inside. He keeps the car ahead of the guys behind. Andre is on the soft tire, as I saw when he was trying. That side gate is going for a move. Oh, and Ty spun.
No.
He's looking to the inside. Whoa, that's not what you want to
Yeah.
see on the first lap. We have Pepe fighting with Kanginis. Kanginis getting ahead of the Haas.
And he got some elbows for good measure, I think. Dougie there as well from Ashton. Pepe up to P11. Good start for him. Hako, they're pretty boring this lot. Andre on the soft tyre. Everybody else is on the mediums other than Falawe, Red Panda, Piney, Fragnista and Moncho. So a lot of yellow wall tyres you'll see on your screens for the opening stages of this race. It's been a pretty frenetic start, and our leader has got just over a second advantage ahead of Fly, who's on the hard tyres, our first hard runner.
Yeah, I mean, the mediums do work really well around here. Pepe is getting ahead of Red Panda. Oh, we have a spinner. That's Moncho.
Fragnista. Is it Moncho? It's Moncho.
Yeah, it is
Sorry.
Moncho. Oh, Sidegate overtaking Andre. Soft tire's not working for the kick Sauber. Kevin getting ahead of Falawe. He's on the mediums. So that's an easy move. He's gonna try and hunt down the Mercedes up ahead. Andre trying to get a move on. But the soft tire is not working on that kick Sauber for now.
And Dougie ran the outside of Ashton, turn 4. That was brave. So Pepe made a great start, up 7. Cygate up 4, Andre down 3. Not great on those soft tyres then. Piney's also lost 5 places. And obviously Ty, our biggest loser with the spin. Moncho is also back in terms of time. But yeah, as you were out front, it was pretty chaotic, but I think we've just settled down now for a little bit.
Yep. And Kevin he's only lost a 10th this lap, and he's overtaking Falawe, so that's not too bad going. He is faster than the leader so far, so he might try and see if he can get ahead. Maybe a bit of team orders for the Astons, trying to see if Two-Spill can get closer to the guys up ahead, so they can keep the DS going. DS is quite strong around here, because you are running high downforce. Andre getting attacked by King Luke behind. Aston getting overtaken by Piney. He is still within the train, so still going strong.
It's interesting with Andre. He was looking for a move on Cygate and then compromised himself on King Luke. Now, we saw how that went for somebody at the weekend at Azerbaijan whilst trying to go for a move possibly on the car in front. Sorry, Checo and Carlos. Too soon, but that's what happened. All Pandas wide through turn 9. That got a bit rough and tumble as he's trying to
Yep.
stay onto the back of this train. And, well, you said the DRS is powerful. There's not many people within it, especially near the front.
Nope. And I mean, Kevin's got that tire difference compared to Flower, but Two-Spot just doesn't have the pace of Flower up ahead. So the Astons are in their own little train. Andre getting overtaken, a push in the rear from the Haas to say, get on, mate. So Pepe he's got pace as well. The two Red Bulls are running close together there. Kevin's gained time to Hoodie in the middle sector so far, but is losing through the second part of the second sector, or is he? I don't know. We'll see by the end of this lap if they have gained or lost time. Pepe is looking for a move on to Andre, so the stuff's not working for the Kicksauber tonight. Bit of briefing
softs-
now.
Yeah, softs typically don't particularly work well around here. It's always been a track where thermal and tyre degradation is quite high. Piney pushing Dougie through turn 11, literally on that occasion. He seems to got those hard tyres up to the working window he likes them to. Dougie's struggling a little bit on that front end, a bit understeery, possibly overheating those mediums, which would be a little bit of a concern to start with. But we're going to see a move for Pepe, possibly on Andre. Door left wide open, switch back possibly underneath. Going to give it a try, but no, that's going to be held off. So Andre will probably come in. I has come in early to replace that front wing damage from his spin.
Yep.
The gap out front, all of a sudden. Oh, and
down.
Hoodie's made a mistake. Kevin's down the inside of turn 8, turn 9 even. That's an unusual move. Oh, and Hoodie's gone wide.
Yep, I mean, I said that he was without assist, so one mistake in the middle sector leads to another mistake quite easily, because the corners are following each other. It's like you're in a rhythm with the track when you're driving that middle sector, because you gotta like follow the line. If you mess up one corner, you mess up the rest.
It's a bit like Maggots and Beckett's at Silverstone. You get the first bit slightly wrong, you compromise yourself for the next couple of corners, and that's what happened there. And lo and behold, as I thought, Andre is in. That soft tyre strategy, I wouldn't say has paid off.
Definitely hasn't. He's gonna struggle on tires for the rest of the race. He's probably gonna go on to Haas, I would assume.
Nathan's in as well, which is interesting.
Yeah, he's got front wing damage from contact with someone.
Something.
Not sure who though.
So Sops 4 separated by under a second. Gap back to the Aston Martin, so running in 4th and 5th. And then gap to the Red Bulls. Luke is leading this trio. And then it's a little bit spread out further on behind.
Oh, and Hoodie's made another mistake. Kevin's got the gap now. Pepe's got
3 seconds.
That's an
impressive
place.
if it's there. Yeah, that is an interesting place to pick up 3 seconds, because it wasn't the end, wasn't the exit of the chicane. So Pepe with the first 3 seconds. There won't be many, I don't think. I think we'll see it below 6 drivers with penalties. And Hoodie has been overpassed by Flalawe, and there's quite a substantial gap now out front. 1.4 seconds.
Yep. Kevin trying to get the gap open. Ashton getting ahead of Dougie, so I overtake from Ashton. Sent down the inside by Dougie. It's gonna be done. Yes, it will. Fragnister now trying his luck, and Ashton slotting in behind. He's just gonna do his own race.
Fragnister's gonna go up and under on Dougie, who looks to be again, that Haas doesn't look particularly great on the front end, sliding about a little bit as we went through turn 4 there in turn 5.
Yep.
But it's not the first time we've seen Dougie and Ashton come across each other this season.
Nope. But he's up there tonight. He's fighting for the points. And Pepe gets past Sygate, so I assume Sygate's made a mistake.
Yes, he did exit turn 11, and that's given some breathing space to Luke, and has allowed Panda to get himself back involved with the guys ahead. Two Spell has pitted Hako from P4 in the race. Didn't see that one coming. And Panda's spun it.
Yeah, final
Last corner.
taking another victim. Such an easy corner to spin in as well, just because, I mean, the way you have to put the throttle on is just so difficult around there. Fragnista getting ahead of Ducky, they're fighting all the way down through to turn 2. Fragnista getting ahead of the Haas so far. The hard tires are looking good now.
Shane and Panda going at it as well. Just in terms of the lead, crucially, Wizard got out ahead of Moncho and has got a 4-second gap between this train. And the leaders now will have to think about when they need to pit, because Fragnista is currently holding this train up, and it's quite a big one.
Yep, I mean, and you can just tell how good the hard tires are now, because Kevin is being hunted out. Oh, and Moncho's dropped it.
Moncho, yeah.
He's not had the best race tonight, has he?
Panda's going to go down the inside of Ashton into turn 12, runs off the road, interestingly, and Kevin's lost the position to Fly, who runs incredibly deep into turn 1. Couldn't even get the thing stopped, and Kevin keeps the lead. Hoodie watching on as Two Spell's teammate, X427, is in the pits onto a set of hard tyres.
Yep, so Ashton's going early tonight.
And I'm pretty sure Pan has just made the same mistake again 2 laps in a row there, out of the last corner.
Yeah, that's not the best. But it is an easy mistake to make, so I won't judge him. Hoodie is struggling to keep up with the lead tonight.
Yeah, and if you go on board, you see Fly literally pushing Kevin around the entire track. I think the mediums now, we've headed to that crossover point where the hards are slightly better. Oh, Pan has dropped it again. But Kevin stays out.
Yep, stays out for now. Hoodie stays out for now.
And that's a horrible, horrible, horrible time to unghost there for Panda or Nathan. Done quite well to avoid that.
Down the inside for Laura goes. He's now into the lead in the Visa Cash app. So he's, I mean, Kevin and Hoodie's gonna try and stretch it out. This did have some better hard tires at the end of the race. The hard tires hold on really well. Oh, and he spun it again.
Just overheat the tyres. You got to take it easy now. Once you've done it once, it's going to be not great for the rest of the lap. Oh, and Piney's picked up 3 seconds. Well, I'm not surprised. Sorry, I said that very surprisingly, but he is one of those drivers in this tier that does tend to pick up that track limit penalty.
Yep.
No matter what track we are on.
He is a bit known for that. Unfortunately, Panda goes into the pits.
The Aston Martin's now coming across this traffic, Hako, that we spoke about a few laps ago, and it's particularly in the middle sector where they've got more grip. Getting stuck behind them is really I'd say it's going to hinder their race. They pitted early, and I was surprised when they have pitted, but yeah, they are going to have to do a lot of hard work to surpass these guys as Pepe and Luke are going at it. And Luke's going to try and hold it round the outside. That's great defensive driving from Luke, considering he didn't have the DRS there.
Yep, and the red light blinking on that Haas. Two-split getting ahead of Ducky. He's now got a 3-second gap up to Fragnista up ahead. So he's gonna do his best to close that gap and then get past.
Gap to lead is currently 22 seconds.
So Hoodie has catched back up to Kevin.
Oh, and Dougie got a big tank slapper through the chicane, and he's come back out. Oh, and Dan's X427 not been able to get past him. Ashton did though. Although Ashton's not using any battery. Ashton, you're on like, there we go, that's better. I say he's on like 100%, not using any battery. Oh, it's all gonna get very chaotic here. Williams and the Haas squeezing each other. Oh, and they're really holding up the guys behind them.
Yeah, I mean, this is not looking good for the Aston. He's gonna have to get
for
past.
Position though, they are more than entitled to fight for their places. But again, that's cost. You look at the gap to his teammate, Wizard. It's 5.5 seconds all of a sudden now.
Yeah, it was 2 seconds when they came out the pits, 2.5 I think, and now it is 5 seconds.
The Wizard has got some clean air, and the gap is now 21.3. What a difference it makes when you have clean air, and hopefully for his sake, he's going to catch Fragnista at a good part of the lap.
Yep, he's gonna catch him going on to the main straight, so he's gonna be fine, I think.
That's if he catches him. Let's have a look. See, Bly's got a 2-second gap. Hoodie's come back at Kevin here, and we're going to see a move down the inside from the Mercedes driver. Oh, gives him the big squeeze on the exit to on entrance to make sure he doesn't come back at him. And Luke has jumped the gun. He's in.
Yep, Piney getting ahead of Pepe now. So hard tires are working well. Definitely Pepe coming back at the McLaren, but it's not good enough. The ahead the McLaren goes, and he's gonna try and get some seconds on the Haas since he's on the better tires for now. Luke fighting with Moncho coming out of the pits. It's not really what you want, but he should have the superior grip. Around the outside he goes, and it's the Red Bull ahead of the Alpine. So Two-Spill got ahead of Fragnista. Didn't see that due to all the fighting. Fragnista now got Dan behind. He's 4.9 behind, so he's got nothing to worry about so far. Ashton and Ducky and Shane fighting, and Ashton getting ahead of Shane there. Andre is now behind these guys. He's already made a pit stop. He pitted lap 5. King Luke's got in a 3-second time penalty. Piney getting... Oh, Kevin's pitted, yeah.
Kevin's pitted. Sygate has pitted as well. Onto the hard tyre. I was just about to say, this is... Stay with us here. This is going to be a race of strategy rather than the usual overtaking fest that you're used to for EU3. Sygate is out in some clean air. It's basically going to be decided who can have the most clean air when they come out to out the pits.
Yep, Andre getting past Ashton, and he's now gonna try and get past Ducky as fast as he can. He's already made a stop, but I would assume that he's gonna do another one, because the hard tire is not gonna feel good at the end.
I think we could be seeing some absolutely defiant defending later on in this race because of the the difference in tyre ages from some of the drivers that have decided to pit early compared to late. Kevin is 3 seconds behind the Wizard, who came in early. So the undercut has been strong, but that's what you expect from somebody that has 6-lap newer tyres on the car. And Kevin's going to go past Fragnista and come out ahead of Hoodie. So there is a car between... What were the two leaders? Excuse me.
Yep. And they're gonna... I mean, if they can, they're gonna try and work together to get a gap to Falawe, because he's gonna come out on the medium set of tires and he's gonna have insanely good grip when he comes out. That medium tire is gonna work well for the first 10 laps, I think, and then it's gonna be equal with the hard tires, just because you have less fuel on board, so you're gonna put less load on the tires.
Oh, and Hoodie kind of went for it and kind of didn't, and then Fragnista was kind of squeezed out there a little bit. That was a little bit tentative, but has got the move done. I've got a lovely aerial camera, helicopter shot of all of that up until turn 11. So gap to leader for Kevin is 21.2 seconds. That is the current gap. We will keep an eye on that as it goes on, but we probably won't see Falawe Hako in for at least probably another 5 or 6 laps.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me, if I'm gonna be honest. Try and stay out quite a while, have better tires at the end. Ashton is in, he's gonna pit. He's had a long stint on that medium set of tires.
Yeah, so Falawe's probably looking at what, 13 laps at the end on those tyres?
I would assume so. It really depends. I mean, the hard tire is a really good race tire around here. Tuspel is now fighting with Kevin. Dashin just got no answer to the pace of the Williams behind, as well as the Mercedes. He's gonna be overtaking on the main straight. There's just nothing to do about it.
Yes, but the Wizard, I can feel, is doing... Oh, and Hoodie's going to try down the inside of Kevin. And there it is. There was a half-hearted move again. We saw that when he went down into the chicane with Fragnista. Just stuck like a tyre there, and it's just really awkward. So Wizard is safe for another lap. And the race isn't going to be won now, guys. It's going to be won later on when you've got Falawe coming back at you. I think that's what you need to be thinking about. X427 down the inside of Fragnista, and then Hoodie's got past... No? Yeah, Hoodie has got past Kevin.
Yep, past he goes. Saget gets past Mancho. Mancho is on old hard tires, so no surprise there. He's gonna be attacked from Pepe as well. Pepe's gonna go down the inside, have the superior grip, and get the move done. So Mancho out of the points again, sadly.
Yeah, he's realistically looking for a safety car here. Spun on the opening couple of laps, and one of 4 drivers yet to stop. He's the lowest driver. Having said that, that hasn't stopped yet. Fragnista in 7th, and then the 2 out front haven't pitted as of yet. It'd be interesting where Falawe will come out. I feel like he's going to come out between Kevin and X427 at the moment. Interesting for Piney where he comes out, because he's probably going to come out towards where this Cygate, Pepe and Moncho battle is. So between Cygate and Pepe, I reckon. So we'll keep an eye on those guys in a little bit. Hoodie is past Wizard, and Wizard's going to go keep it down the inside. This is the Wizard defence. Elbows will be out. Kevin's looking round the outside. Wiggle from the back of Mercedes, and Kevin is through on Hoodie, who's then picked up 3 seconds just for measure. Whoa, and sliding that Mercedes as we go through turn 4 and 5.
Yep. And Kevin's gonna try and go for it down the inside.
He's
in the
not.
chicane.
He's going to get forced out. Oh, and Hoodie's got involved. And front wing damage for the Mercedes.
Yeah. I mean,
That was just. He's done. If I'm being honest, Hako, he's done 2 moves where he's kind of just stuck a wing there, and I was surprised the second time he did it, he didn't get front wing damage, and now he has got front wing damage. I'm now not surprised because I don't think he should have been trying to overtake there.
no, you can't just stick your nose up and expect room. That's just not how racing works, if I'm gonna be honest. Um, so he's gonna have to carry that to the end of the race.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty horrible for the last couple of laps, I reckon. Wizard is still ahead then. That got pretty chaotic. I think, as I said pretty much a lap ago, it looked like there was 2 drivers there trying to win the race on lap 19 or lap 18 at the time, and it's not. It's a 35 lap race.
Yep. Battling like that will lose you a lot of time. And
And Kevin's going to do it on Piney. That was so far back.
It was far back, but he it wasn't half-hearted. Let's say that. He
was committed, but I wouldn't say he left. Don't think he left Piney particularly much room. And Piney also struggling, unsurprisingly, because he hasn't pitted as of yet. Hoodie is looking a bit desperate, if I'm being honest. Just needs to stay nice and calm.
Yep.
I know Wizard is annoying a life out of you. I think he would do to anybody, but you still got a chance. Piney's going to lose it to
Free
Wizard.
wide is gonna be. Piney's gonna get out of that. That's
Yeah,
a smart move.
He saw that coming. That good heads-up driving by Piney there.
Oh,
That
down
could have
the
been quite
inside
bad.
Hoodie goes. That's half-hearted as well. He doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. He's
commit
kind
to
of just sticking the. He's just sticking like the front tire there. Oh, this is gonna get. He's gonna get forced out here.
Oh, we have a yellow flag. Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna get very close on the exit. I mean, Wizard's gonna fight this because I'm pretty sure. Well, that's gonna be a slam dunk if I've seen it. Hoodie was off the track prior.
Yep. Can't gain an advantage by going off track and then completing the move. That's.
But because of all this happening, it's just handing the initiative to Ferrari. He's got to come back out. And at the moment, he's probably only going to be about 4th or 5th and won't have to do much work.
No, I mean he's gonna love all this battling because he's got clear track ahead and he's gonna just try and stick in some good laps and then keep the tires alive, get on some mediums and fight back at the end. Peppy and Sidegate fighting round the outside. Peppy tries to go into turn 1, doesn't make it happen. It's gonna be a fight down into turn 2 as well. No, he won't send it there. Nathan up into P11. We have Shane fighting with Ducky behind. Ashton is into P14. He's on fresher tires than the guys ahead, I'm pretty sure. So he's gonna try and catch up to them.
Ferrari is in the pits.
Yep. So he's into the pits. Hoodie's got the gap to Wizard now, but he's gonna have to extend that if he wants to keep the position.
Wizard's come in.
Oh,
Wizard hasn't come in. He's nearly spun it into the wall on the inside of the pit lane.
Wow.
That's an uncharacteristic mistake, Hako, from a man that I've seen race for a lot of seasons.
He must have touched the inside curb or something.
He has. He's gone on to... What's he gone on to? Gone on for another set of hard tyres.
The hard tyres are good around here,
What?
but I would
But he's
assume
gone.
mediums to the end
He's
from here.
gone medium, hard, hard. I thought he would have gone on for a set of mediums there. I'm now as confused. Oh, and Dougie gonna go down the inside of Shane and Nathan. For P11 and 12 and 13, these three providing entertainment further down the order, as Fragnista has also made a stop a lap before and has come out ahead of these guys. So Dougie, 2 for the price of 1 into turn 1. And now Shane is behind the Haas driver now. So we're probably going to see Andre then come in. No? Yeah, X427's in behind Piney. Trying to overtake Piney, in fact, into the pit. I'm confused by the strategy down at Aston Martin. Meanwhile, Hoodie and Falawe are going side by side through turn 3. Muscles out from the V-carb driver.
Yeah, I mean the mediums are gonna have so much grip, and the front wing damage on that Mercedes is not gonna help. He's gotten another 3 seconds, so I mean it's not gonna ruin his day because he's got a gap to the guys behind. But I mean it's just a bit unnecessary.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was delaying the inevitable there. He had many laps to try and... Oh, and Dougie's in the wall and Shane's off as well. I have a feeling that got very messy for no reason there. I've only just saw the end of that. That was not very good. But what did we say? What did you speak about earlier in qualifying, Hacker? Patience. Or in some cases, lack of.
Yep. Oh, Dan's left the session. No.
Oh no! I can invite that person.
He's got a gap to the guys behind, but that's not what you want. Hoodie's into the pits. He's retired into the pits. He's a bit frustrated, but
What am I seeing? Hacker, what's going on?
I mean, I think he may be frustrated, but it's a bit of his own wrongdoing because of his half-hearted attempts.
I don't get what I'm seeing. I'm seeing Aston Martin's trying to stop on a set of hards and completely possibly put them out of the major points scoring places because they're now down in 6th and, well, in fairness, Dan's now DNF'd, he's now down in 9th. I've seen Hoodie with front wing damage get overtaken by Falawe, but miles ahead from everybody else and can probably either pit and overtake them or just stay out and get a podium.
Yeah.
My head is hurting. I saw Dougie and Shane off into Narnia into turn 1, but yet somehow both are still in the race and without damage. What's happened the last 2 minutes?
I am not sure.
I still chose back in the server as well. What's going on?
What is going on? Good question.
Someone explain, please. Oh, goodness me. What a chaotic 3 laps that was.
You know what? I think we might see 2 Spill on the podium then.
Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me. Because everyone else has got penalties in front of me. And what have we spoke about? Consistency being key. And a man that's consistent and doesn't pick up penalties. That's the wizard right there.
He's consistently spinning into the pit lane as well. That we know. We saw it on the stream. Fragnista getting ahead of
is
Piney?
past Piney.
Yeah.
On the flip side, whilst I just restore my calmness and not lose my mind.
Ty getting ahead of Nathan. Ashton has caught up to the guys there.
Yeah, it has. Pepe's also past Saigate. Unusually, through exit turn 4 and 5, I'm guessing because Saigate made a bit of a mistake there. There's still a couple of guys under fueled. Andre is 1, Wizard was another, and Saigate was also 1. And, well, let's see. Falawe overtake, or try to overtake Kevin. Kevin's going to show him the outside. And then tuck back underneath. Andre is trying to hold off Pepe and Saigate.
Cygate's made a mistake. Pepe is now into P3. We have a migrating host. I am alone. I am alone. That's unfortunate. So Shane fighting with Ducky. It's fights all over the place down the field. Have Mancho fighting with Ty. We have Nathan fighting with Ashton. It's fights all over the place. Kevin's lost the DRS on for overhead. The mediums are just working way too good for now. Might get back at the end. Andre is trying to stay within the DRS of the house up ahead. Cygate is there. Ty spun it. He's got going again. So Hako invite. I don't know if I even got him added, mate. I can try my best, but I don't think I got him added, so I don't think I can. Don't have him added. So 2-spell going on it on Cygate. Around the outside the West goes up into P4. He's gonna try and do his best to get into the podium positions. Pepe's into the pits. If we go on to see the tires here, we can see that Andre is onto 20 lap old hard tires. So those tires are absolutely dying by now. 2-spell on the 5 lap old ones. Cygate behind is on 13 lap old ones. So Shane gets another penalty. Not surprised. He has been off a few times, unfortunately. Can see the pens because some people's got a lot of pens. 13 seconds for Pepe. He's got him one going into the pits. Oh, and the Wizard losing the rear as well. So it's all kicking off. We got a gap at the front, but it's not growing a lot. So if Kevin can stay close, he might come back towards the end of the race because the mediums are gonna drop off and the hards are not. They're just gonna get better than the mediums by now. 2-spell is within the DRS of Andre now. He's gonna try his best to move past the Kicksauber. Almost. And we have Ducky and Shane going at it behind. Ducky running in a bit deep. Shane tucking in under. It's gonna be a side by side through turn 2. It's gonna be the Haas ahead going through turn 3, I would assume, and then up to turn 4. So Shane back down to P11, Ducky up into P10, 2 Haas in the points. We have Dan in the race again. Thankfully, Kevin's only losing about a 10th or 2 per lap, so he's doing really well. 2-spell is behind Andre. He's gonna look to get out of the dirt here so you can get some better front end grip. It's gonna be quite an easy move down the inside. He's probably gonna move across to the racing line again because he's got the braking power and tire ability to brake late into turn 1. So he's gonna be ahead into P3 now. Oh, Cygate lingering behind. Pioneers is on that medium tire as well. He's done really well. He's got a few penalties, but he started quite far down, I'm pretty sure. Nathan's into the pits. Shane and Ducky fighting it out again. Mancho right behind, trying to see if he can get something out of this. He doesn't have any penalties, so that's good looking for him. He might even grab a point here if he just stays within the battle. Won't go side by side through here. Turn 4 is not a place you can go side by side in. Kevin has lost quite a bit of time. Andre has been passed by Tuspel, so Tuspel is now onto the podium positions. He is looking to do some work. Piney is into P5, then it's Sygate in P6. Then we got a battle going on down here again. Shane letting Ducky past, or Ducky getting past the kick Sauber. Manchu staying behind for now again. Ty is catching up. He's spun quite a few times this race, so even getting a point would be great for him. Piney very close behind the kick Sauber. He's gonna try and get past so he can move up and try and see if he can get a move on to the Wizard. Oh, can I breathe, please? Where's my co-coms when I need him? Shane and Ducky fighting it out through turn 3, through turn 2, and then through turn 3 they go. Ducky has to let that one go. Mancho getting pushed off the track there. Oh, there's nothing he could do. He was side by side, but he got forced a bit wide onto the curb, and then you always gotta just go wide. Piney is gonna try his best to get past the kick Sauber now. He's got great pace onto those mediums, but not enough to get past in the middle sector. The hard tires working great for the kick Sauber still. Yeah, he's been out here for maybe 24 25 laps on those tires, so he's gonna get past into turn 1. He goes, it's past for the McLaren. He's gonna try and create a gap now because he got those penalties. Because yep, Fagnista behind as well. He's onto the medium tires. He is gonna try and see if he can pick up some points, really good points, because he's got no penalties and he's onto the medium set of tires. Andre's already out of the 1 second. Ducky and Mancho fighting. Mancho getting past the Haas now finally. So he's gonna head into turn 2 ahead of the Haas car, and he's gonna try and look to get past the kick Sauber of Shane. Shane holding on to that poise paying position for now. Oh, we have a King Duke spun in turn 1. That's not what you want to see. Fagnista getting that time penalty. I just said that if he could keep it clean, he would gain positions, and he's just picked up a warning. Piney catching up to Tuspel up ahead. Andre is getting dropped. He's onto very old tires, so there's nothing he can do. Kevin's catching back up to Ferrari ahead. He's having a ghosty car in him. That's gonna be very distracting, and so does Ferrari. Ty's gotten a penalty. The Red Bull letting them go. Kevin might be able to get back within the DRS. He's gone really wide there. That's gonna be a warning for the Williams. That's not what you want at the end of the race, because he might have to be more careful now. Dan is there. I am gonna see if I can invite Matty. Can't even see you online. Please. Luke has retired. Is that in the pits? I hope it is. I think it is, yeah. Matty. Oh, Kevin's crashed. Kevin's crashed. I didn't catch that because I was... What's going on? What's going on? Pine is ahead of Tuspel. I can't invite you, Matty. I can't find you, mate. That's a bit annoying. And I don't know what's going on there. Kevin's out of the race. Pine is now on into the podium positions. Andre behind is into P4. Then everyone's gonna go one position up. It's gonna be the point position for the kick Saubers maybe, or Shane getting a bit of arch bulge with the Alpine there. He is doing well to kick it onto the P9 if he can get the warnings removed. The Ferrari sound has changed, as you can tell when we're on board with the kick Sauber. Ashton still running in the race. He's in P13. He's done really well this race. He's not been lapped, so that's really well done for him. A bit of unfortunate that he pitted that late, I think. Piney's not got the pace to gap the wizard behind, so Tuspel was probably just gonna stay behind and do his thing. Flower is on to lap 34. He is in the middle sector now. He's gonna end the middle sector now, and he's got a McLaren up ahead. That is lapped. That is Nathan. So he's gonna go on to the final lap in just a bit. We do have battles for the final points. We have Peppy and Fragnister fighting side by side into turn 4. That's a very bad camera angle. It is passed for Peppy in the Haas. Ty not being able to get past Moncho. He is gonna go on the outside into turn 4. He's gonna get pushed wide just like Moncho did. So Moncho staying ahead for now. These guys fighting is gonna help Shane possibly. Don't think it is, but Ty staying on the inside there, trying to maybe see if he can get ahead of the Alpine. Wanna maybe try and force him out of that DRS window, so he can overtake him onto the straight. He's gonna go for the inside here. And it's a spin for Ty again. That's not what you want to see. Ty getting passed by Peppy. Nathan's getting a penalty. Piney staying ahead of Tuspel. Falabre is onto the final lap of the race. He's in the third sector now. He's finishing up his last lap of the Grand Prix. He's absolutely dominated this race. Kevin was there as well, but crashed out. Not sure what happened. I did not see that one. Yellow flag in sector 2, but Falabre is gonna come around the final corner. He's absolutely dominated in Hungary. He is across the line and he has dominated here in Hungary. Piney is fighting behind Andre. Made a mistake. Peppy getting past. No, he's out of fuel is the kick Sauber. So he's got no fuel left. Cygate is gonna get past as well. So it's Fragnister. Can Dan get past? Possibly he can. Yes, he will, because Andre's got penalties, so he's losing a lot of positions by this. Shane's got a decent gap. Moncho did get past. So Dan getting past through the final corner, and yep, he's gonna move up to P5. Shane is coming through the final corner now. He's done well. He's had a few battles tonight, so he's gonna go straight into the V Cup. But he is gonna stay in the points. So double points finish for the Kick Saubers. So decent result for everyone involved today. Unfortunate for Hoodie with him DNFing, getting damage and so on, and Kevin crashing. Not sure what happened there. Can't tell you. But Falabre did win tonight. I'm not gonna do interviews. I am absolutely battered. My lungs need resting. So Falabre won, Tuspel second, Piney P3, Fragnister P4, Dan P5. Then it's Cygate, Peppy, Andre, Moncho and Shane rounding out the points. Then it's Ashton in P11 again. So not getting any points today, but he is close to. Oh, absolutely messed that one up. Misclicked. The thing. Okay, there we go. Should have the screenshots done, and should be good. I thank you everyone for watching tonight. It's been brilliant. I've enjoyed it. A bit unfortunate that I lost my co-coms because my throat needs resting now. So thank you all for watching. I won't do the plugs. I don't know them in the head, but do join the Discord if you want to go racing or if you want to join the community. We do a lot of social races, almost 2 every week, I think. There might be some F2 racing going on in the weekend. You never know. Or 100% Grand Prix. We will see. So thank you all for watching tonight. It's been lovely as usual. Yes, 9 p.m. East. AM3 is the next time you can see these guys go at it in America. Yeah, we got EU2 tomorrow. If you want to see me and Matty crash out, that's where you will go. Probably Matty will crash. I do know him. So thank you all for watching tonight. It's been enjoyable. I've enjoyed being in the booth. Thank you EU3 for putting on a show, and I will see you guys next time around. Bye bye.